Stay ready too. How about that?
Yeah, but I'm just saying if I accidentally don't say it.
Now, all hands in quarters.
So what's the protocol?
It's a bright face and his hands
Just-
are still up. Put him down real fast. Okay, when you hear all that, just remember to say ready to release.
And I'll do like a big okay, so forward. Ready.
I literally find that.
Left. Face. Actually, let's skip.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just do it. Ready, two. Right, face. Forward. March.
All spots.
So it's a left face, left face.
Joint series in Task Force South, driving.
Yeah, I don't really know what the cue is either. I don't know. It's a song. That's what they say.
About the
I mean, I assume when they say national anthem, national anthem.
Okay, so look, they're gonna say something like now for the presentation.
So I go after the song and after they say that.
You know when they say something about colors.
So what about the song?
Don't listen to the song. Listen to when they say concerts. And if they don't, we'll
Yeah,
eyeball
what
it.
if they start this song before we're
They won't start that way. If they do.
Also, I do not care. What? Because
phones or other electronic devices, please turn them off or place them in silent for the duration of the ceremony. Thank you. All military personnel to remain covered throughout the ceremony and follow my lead in rendering honors and salutes. The change of command ceremony is a time-honored tradition which formally symbolizes the continuity of authority as command is passed from one individual to another in a ceremony conducted before the ship's company. The change of command, as traditionally practiced within the Coast Guard today, is a transfer of total responsibility, accountability, authority from one individual to another. The change of command takes place after the reading of the orders and is immediately reported to the presiding officer. This morning, Commander Ryan Kelley will relieve Commander Gavin Garcia of the duties of commanding officer of Coast Guard Cutter Thetis. Presiding over today's change of command is Vice Admiral Nathan Moore, Commander, Coast Guard Atlantic Area. I am honored to extend a welcome to the following distinguished guests in the crowd, including Rear Admiral Joanne Birdie and Master Chief Michael Farrell, Director and CMC Jack South, Terry Johnston, Mayor of Key West, Captain Pat Culver, retired, 16th Golden Age Mariner, Commander Dave Ratner, Commanding Officer, Coast Guard Cutter Mohawk, Ron Deems, President, Color Club of Key West, and the Military Affairs Committee Representative, and Chip Casper, Meteorologist in charge, NOAA Florida Keys National Weather Service. Among our many distinguished guests here today, Commander Garcia has asked me to personally recognize the following people: Alicia Garcia, his wife, Gabby Garcia, his daughter, Lavin Garcia, his son, and Raul and Katie Garcia's parents. Welcome.
for Gavin, Ryan, and all of us. And as we say in Latin, semper paratus. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. It is a traditional part of the change of command ceremony for the commanding officer and prospective commanding officer to conduct a personnel inspection. This is an opportunity for the prospective commanding officer to review the personnel and his new commander. Commander Kelley will now accompany Commander Garcia on the personnel inspection. Ops will prepare the ship's company for inspection. Ops have ship company take their seats. Coast Guard Commander Thetis is honored to introduce the presiding official for today's ceremony, Vice Admiral Gavin, Commander of U.S. Coast Guard Atlantic Area, Admiral Moore's previous flag assignments include Deputy Commander Atlantic Area, Commander of District 17, the Assistant Commandant for Engineering and Logistics. A career Cutterman and Naval Engineer, Vice Admiral Moore spent several tours afloat and was the commanding officer of Coast Guard Cutter Resolute and Coast Guard Cutter Stratton. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Vice Admiral Moore.
All right, thanks very much. So, good morning, everybody. Welcome. You came from out of town, like we did. It's great to be here. If you live here and the Coast Guard said you're here, welcome. It's a beautiful day here in Key West. I know it is often, but especially a nice day today to to Commander Kelley's family. Here, there you are, you're in the second row back. It's great to see you here too. I look forward to being able to chat with you all a little bit, maybe after the ceremony. I would just tell you this new position will be very challenging. I think you know that already. We will work him up hard, and I sort of apologize up front, Jenny, and to your son Chase for the time that he will be away from home. It's going to be significant, but it's going to be rewarding, and he's going to do a fantastic job. For everybody that's here, it's the team of support that really builds the readiness and resilience, and that's what we rely on to do what we need to do. There's no way we can repay the rest of you that are here, friends, family. I know there's some family of some of the other group members here. We can't repay you for your sacrifice. All we can do is thank you for your support of this group, of this ship. I want to specifically mention the crew a little bit, and I'm sure the captain will do that. I know that you will. But I want to mention the crew just a little bit myself. They're in the back there in the hangar. I don't think they can hear anything that I'm saying, which is probably okay. But they're hot back there. I know. I want to just say a couple of quick things. If you can't hear me, certainly everything that you do afloat builds memories, it builds confidence, it builds experiences and relationships that you will carry with you for the rest of your career. We all know that. We have a former Gold Age commander here sitting here in front of us back over. Those of us that have sailed a lot know that some of the most memorable experiences that you ever have in the Coast Guard are built during your time underway. And so you're building those things right now. We ask a lot from you. There are not a lot of people in the Coast Guard that deploy and get underway on a schedule that a major cutter crew does. We ask you to go in harm's way. We ask you to make hard decisions and personal sacrifices, and you all do that despite these challenges. describe getting the mission done safely. Under your leadership, Gavin, the cutter conducted 7 narcotics and interdiction patrols, as I said, and as a result, seized 3,432 kilograms of cocaine. And that's the uncut version. For those of you who aren't aware, that's not what you buy on the street. That is the pure cocaine that comes up. And so if you take 3,400 kilograms and you cut it to make it into whatever they sell on the street, it's a significant amount of cocaine that is kept on the streets to save. They detained 5 of those suspected drug smugglers, and at the same time rescued 62 migrants at sea and repatriated 250 migrants to their home countries, care and feeding over 600. So we do a lot of transfers as we set up the legal structure to repatriate these migrants. So many of them cross our decks in this course, provide that humane care and feeding and do it in a professional manner. And we're very, very proud of them doing it. Despite all those challenges, all those operational successes, all the sweat that it takes to do that here in the Caribbean, in South Florida, Commander Garcia always remained dedicated to the crew's well-being. He was a supporter of the holiday spirit for the crew, and apparently the crew was underway, the ship was underway for the holiday season, but Santa Claus made an appearance, and apparently it was your own version of Santa Claus in a very, what was described as a costume in his very early 70s, bell bottoms and everything, and then afterwards he also sported a really ugly Christmas sweater contest for the hands, for all hands, with gifts that were given out, and to every crew member ensuring everybody had an opportunity to kind of goof around and enjoy the festivities a little bit. And for all of us that have been away on holidays, you really have to do that stuff. You have to make a big deal out of it. You have to be a little bit silly. It's the only fun you can really offer people, and I'm happy to hear that tradition goes on here. That morale is paramount to really how you manage the rigors of these high operations and patrols. You fostered an exceptional culture on board, Commander Garcia, and you were a good shipmate at the same time. You instilled pride in the service, commitment to being ready, a commitment to your shipmates to being positive. These are universal principles equally applied across most government anywhere, and our newest, the oldest of the newest members that we have. So the crew here had a mindset to be ready to get the job done, to adapt and overcome, whether at sea rescues or interdictions of those drug trafficking vessels. This crew proved its mettle, even during the roughest seas and the most complex evolutions. You were a calming presence for all. You made every decision with a clear mind, walk off the bridge, and were consistently there to put the crew first. Furthering culture, the crew took care of one another and thrived. So thank you for doing such a tremendous job here, Gavin. And if you would, I would like to recognize you more formally